Hey guys, I'm Alice. I'm from the House of Travel and we're a UK-based travel agency specialising in Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando holidays. And today I'm here to answer the question, which are the best Universal Orlando hotels? So there are a few hotels. In fact, there are currently 8 hotels with 2 more planned to open and more to open in the future. The 8 hotels are split into value, prime value and premier. So let's chat through the categories and you might find out which is best for you. Now, the cheapest, obviously, are the value hotels, and they are the same hotel but split into 2. So we have Endless Summer, Surfside, and Endless Summer Dockside. Now, these hotels do have regular rooms and suites, but they are on the cheaper side. They don't have direct access to the park other than by bus. They are slightly smaller resorts, and the amenities are a little bit more basic. But that's not to say they're not great hotels. They both have pools. They both have lovely spacious rooms with lovely views of the surrounding area, and they are literally 5 minutes away from the parks. You can't walk there. You don't have access to Volcano Bay, but other than that, they're a really good option, especially if you're looking to save a few pennies. Because in terms of on-site hotels across Disney and Universal, they are by far the cheapest. Next up, we have Prime Value. Prime value tend to be where lots of people stay. So we have Cabana Bay and we have Universal's Adventure Resort. These hotels, again, they're similar. They have lovely rooms, but they do have walking access to Volcano Bay. And also you can pop over the road to Sapphire Falls, which we'll chat about in a minute. And you can get a boat or walk to the resort. So really, you're in a really good position. But also, if you're staying at a Prime Value hotel and up, you do have access to any of the pools at any of the resorts. So if you're staying at Cabana Bay, you want to use Hard Rock's pool, that is A-OK with them. And something else that you get with value and prime value is you get early access to the parks. So 1 full hour before everyone else can go in, you can access the parks, which is really handy if you're wanting to get on rides like Velocicoaster or Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. So those are just a couple of things that you have with the value and the prime value. Now, moving on to the premier categories. So we do have a couple that don't have top perks and a couple that do have top perks. So we have, as I just mentioned, Sapphire Falls. Sapphire Falls sits between the two, the prime value and the premier. So it's quite hard to put it in a category because it is a much nicer resort than Adventura, and it does have the higher price point, but it doesn't have any of the extra benefits that the premier hotels have. So Sapphire Falls is a really great option if you're wanting to be close to the parks and you're wanting a nicer resort, but you're not wanting to pay that extra for the premier hotels. Now let's move on to the premier hotels. So we do have 3 premier hotels. So we have Royal Pacific, we have Hard Rock, which I just mentioned, and we also have Portofino Bay. Those are the 3 premiers. And they have all of the benefits of the other hotels, but you also get express passes included in your stay. So express passes basically allow you fast track access to the rides, which would normally cost between up to $200 to $300 per person per day, depending on the time of year that you're visiting. They can be as low as $100-ish, but they are pricey. So if you're budgeting for a nicer hotel, you do get those included anyway. Lots of people pick to stay there just to get the express passes. So it depends what you want. If you're looking for a budget-friendly hotel, then you might want to go for Endless Summer. And if you're looking for a more bougie, classy stay, then maybe the Premier hotels are your best bet. But the other thing about the Premier hotels is you do have close access to parks, a bit like with Sapphire Falls. So Hard Rock, I think they all have access by boat, and some of them you can actually walk as well. So it depends what you want. We can't say what the best hotel is, but those are your options. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you watching. If you're interested in our other videos, go back and watch them, or just give us a comment and subscribe to see what we're coming up with in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.